All right, welcome to your AI briefing for Tuesday, November 11th, 2025. Today, we're looking at a world that is, well, it's being remastered in real time. Google's AI wants to be your new roommate, Microsoft is literally paying influencers to make its AI seem cool, and the technology's nasty habit of just making things up is creating some serious crises, from the courtroom all the way to the classroom. Okay, let's just dive right in. So, here's the plan. We're going to start with how AI is showing up in our personal lives, and then we'll get into this growing crisis of trust. From there, we'll unpack the absolutely insane stakes at OpenAI, then we'll grade AI's real-world performance, see how it's actually doing, and we'll wrap up by looking at how the very idea of information, well, it's about to change forever.
First up, the battle for your living room. It is absolutely heating up. See, AI assistants are morphing from these simple things that take commands into, well, conversational partners. And the tech giants are betting billions, literally billions, that you're going to welcome them right into your home.
So Google is making this massive bet. They're swapping out the Google Assistant we all know for the much more powerful Gemini on our TVs and smart speakers. I mean, the promise is incredible, right? An assistant that actually gets nuance and can finally settle that nightly what should we watch debate. But the reality? Well, early reports are flagging some major friction. Testers are complaining that Gemini is fumbling even basic commands that the old assistant handled perfectly. It's a classic case of huge ambition meeting the messy reality of a global rollout, where smarter somehow ends up feeling a whole lot dumber.
Meanwhile, over at Microsoft, they're taking a completely different path. Instead of just pushing a tech upgrade, they're paying top TikTok influencers to make their AI assistant, Copilot, feel less like some corporate tool and more like a fun, everyday buddy for planning trips or picking out your outfits. Yeah, they're trying to make Copilot a vibe.
And this chart, oh man, it just perfectly explains why they're chasing that virality. I mean, just look at this gap. Microsoft is the clear underdog here, the challenger Brad. They're staring down Gemini's massive user base and the undisputed champion, ChatGPT, which, by the way, pulls in 800 million users every single week. So for Microsoft, going viral isn't just about marketing. In a world this competitive, it's pretty much about survival.
Okay, so this whole race for our attention is exciting, for sure, but it also leads us to a much more serious problem. The same exact technology that can pick out a movie for you can also just confidently make things up. And this flaw is now causing major headaches in the places that rely on facts the most, academia and our legal system.
This is just staggering. A peer-reviewed academic journal, a place we're supposed to trust, recently published a paper that had over 20 completely fake citations. An AI just invented them. The human editors completely missed it, and it took some random user on social media to spot the fraud. This isn't just embarrassing, it actively pollutes our shared knowledge with pure fiction, and it undermines the very institutions we trust to tell us what's true.
And the problem has escalated all the way to the High Court. A judge in the UK used those exact words, a gross breach of duty, to absolutely condemn using AI-generated reports in legal cases. He warned that these fabrications can poison evidence and corrupt the entire justice process. I mean, the stakes really could not be higher.
So what exactly is an AI hallucination? It's really important to get this. This isn't some simple bug that can be patched. It's actually a core feature of how these models are built. They are brilliant at predicting what word should come next in a sentence. They're designed for fluency, not facts. In other words, they are literally trained to sound super confident even when they have absolutely no idea what they're talking about.
Now, what's really fascinating about all this is the immense pressure this hallucination problem puts on the industry leader, OpenAI. The financial stakes of their mission are already, well, they're astronomical, and their strategic ambitions are even bigger.
Just try to wrap your head around this number. Reports are suggesting that OpenAI might need up to $1.4 trillion just for computing power over the next 8 years. That's not a budget, it's a reflection of this completely unprecedented technological arms race. And it raises this monumental question: can even the leader in the field actually afford its own ambitions?
And against that backdrop, CEO Sam Altman recently started a firestorm by dismissing all the back and forth we do on platforms like Slack as just fake work. Now, this wasn't just some random comment. It was a crystal clear signal of OpenAI's intent to build its own productivity tools, which puts it on a direct collision course with its biggest partner and investor, Microsoft.
And that fake work comment is just one piece of a much larger and frankly audacious plan. Just look at this. OpenAI is actively making moves into social video, web browsing, consumer health, robotics, and even designing its own silicon chips. This is a company that doesn't just want to be a feature in your apps, it wants to be the entire platform that your life runs on.
So with all of this ambition and all of these problems, where is AI actually making a real difference today? It's time to grade its performance. Let's take a look at some of its biggest successes and its most complex challenges.
First, a massive, undeniable win for AI. In its very first Atlantic hurricane season, Google DeepMind's model was way more accurate at predicting storm tracks than the gold standard system, which, by the way, requires massive supercomputers. We're talking less than half the average error running on standard hardware. This isn't just a little improvement, it's a paradigm shift that is going to save lives.
But now, let's pivot to the classroom, where the report card gets a lot more complicated. The promise is incredible, right? AI tools are already saving teachers up to 10 hours a week and offering brand new ways to help neurodivergent students. The problem? Over 70% of teachers now worry that student work isn't actually their own. And this creates a really deep philosophical tension. It forces all of us to ask, what do we want from education? The right answer, or the critical thinking it takes to find it?
So here's the crucial point. All of this, the good, the bad, and the very, very expensive, is leading to a fundamental change in how we find and use information. We are moving from a world of searching for links to a world of getting answers from AI agents.
This is the central question facing everyone right now. As tools like Google's AI overviews start answering our questions directly on the results page, they threaten the lifeblood of the entire internet, website traffic. I mean, think about it. Why would you click a link if the answer is just right there? For millions of creators and small businesses who rely on that traffic, this isn't some theoretical question. It's an existential one.
And the next great leap is from a simple chatbot to a true agent. This is no longer just about answering your questions. An agent takes a complex command, breaks it down into logical steps, and then actually performs those tasks for you inside your applications. The shift from an assistant to an operator is happening right now, and it's going to change how every single one of us works.
So what should you take away from all this? Well, for everyone, it means the basic skills of research and productivity are being totally rewritten right under our feet. For businesses, these new AI operators aren't just tools to deploy. They're like a new class of employee that needs to be managed. And for anyone who creates anything online, building a direct relationship with your audience is no longer just a good idea. It is the only survival strategy left.
We have covered a massive amount of ground, from our living rooms to the courtroom to the future of work itself. But the most stunning fact is just the speed of it all. What we just discussed, it's already the past. The only real question is, what's next? We'll be here to break it all down for you. See you next time.